Hello, YouTube. We're here.
So guys, this is David from the NeighborGamers. Hey! That's AJ, of course.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube?
What's up?
Hello. Welcome to
Hello! Welcome to another Minecraft series.
What's up, guys?
What is up, YouTube? This is David from the NeighborGamers, and today I'm going to be doing my first tech review. So today we're going to be reviewing the Oculus Rift DK2. What the DK2 stands for is Development Kit 2. This is your second development kit from Oculus Rift. I'm sure you heard about Oculus Rift. Who hasn't, right? South Park's made fun of it. Everyone's heard of it. Basically, it's the most popular virtual reality headset on the market, hands down. Virtual reality is the concept of leaving the current reality for a virtual one. I'm sure you know about it. If you don't, I'm sure you can Google it or go on Oculus's website and learn a little bit about virtual reality in general. But today we're going to be reviewing specifically the DK2. So the DK2 is a development kit, like I said, which basically means that it's not for consumers. So it's not for somebody that wants to start playing games. I don't want to tell you guys to go buy it so you can, get into the virtual world. What the development kit is meant to do is to allow people like me or, other big name game companies to work on a project on the device without having to wait for the consumer version to come out. So right now, the DK2, I purchased it and I've worked on more than a few projects on it. I'm currently working on a bigger project, which I'm sure I'll put videos up eventually of. But right now, it is currently it's still a pretty early stage. The consumer version is set to release sometime this year. I'm not going to give any, specific dates. I'm not going to give anything away, so don't expect that from me. But I am just going to go over what the DK2 is and how it works and why you should think about considering virtual reality in the future or maybe not. That's obviously going to be up to you. So first off, we're going to kind of go over the DK2 itself. So physically, this is the DK2. The DK2 has 2 lenses. So, boom, I can't really. There you go. 2 lenses, which allow you to look through each one. So it gives each eye its own screen, per se. How these headsets really work is there's a glass screen that goes through about right here, and each lens allows you to see different parts of the screen. Well, the screen is going to duplicate each part, basically like an eye works. If you cover one eye and you cover the other eye, it's going to look different in each eye because they're physically not in the same spot. That's how it works. And that's how a lot of the development for it works. You have to be able to develop in a game programming software that is supported by the DK2, which right now Unity and Unreal are probably your 2 more popular ones that are supported by it. But the device itself has, like I said, 2 lenses. It also has a sensor up right here, which is also where all the plugs are going to be going into. And this sensor basically attaches to another sensor, kind of like where a webcam would go. And it allows you to lean in, lean left and right, and it'll still sense all these. So that's great for almost anything. Being able to look over a cliff, or you're on a roller coaster and you can look left and right, lean in and out. It's going to allow a lot more movement and functionality with the device itself. Also, so you can see the padding. This is one of the most important things about virtual reality, and people don't understand that, is being able to completely submerge somebody into a game. And to do that, you need to completely block out all visuals. So this device right here is great for that. Once you put it on, you can't see anybody around you, and once the actual game or any software you're running on it is actually running, you will not be able to comprehend anything that anybody is saying or physically see anybody, which is great because that's the whole point of virtual reality, is to be completely submerged and not have to, worry about anything else that's around you. So that's great, right? Unless something else is happening around the house, like something's getting, chewed up or something, and we don't want that. Or there's a fire. Hopefully there's no fire. But this is the device. So like I was saying, there's a camera a sensor in here that allows you to lean in, left, right, back. It recognizes everything. The device itself has the ability to sense when you're looking up, obviously up, down, left, right, your normals. So you're looking around. A lot of people don't know that the Oculus Rift is actually a 360 virtual reality, so you can look behind you and you're still going to see the game. There's not going to be any blind spots, depending on obviously the software you're using, but there's not going to be, you can't look, if you look down, it's not just going to all of a sudden stop working. Everything's going to work left, right, up, down, 360 degrees. Like I said, also with the leaning, which is a new feature with the DK2 from the DK1. But the device itself is great built. It comes with some cords. I'm going to kind of show you. It comes with a super long cord that I can't even grab right now. But it has a USB and it has an HDMI, which is great because, you're going to want HDMI output or input in this situation, which allows you to get a full 1080p visual of the virtual world. So, like I've said before, you want to be completely submerged in the game, and the higher quality the graphics, the more you're going to think it's real life. So, one thing about the Oculus Rift and virtual reality in general is that it doesn't just capture your senses of, seeing something. It actually captures more than that. So, one thing that a lot of people do that I show people is they're like, hey, I want to try out your Oculus. I want to see how it works. I'm like, cool. There's a video out there that allows you that kind of pushes you through all the different senses you get. So it kind of starts you off by throwing something at your face. And you want to have that urge of dodging it. Like when you're driving in a car and a rock flies at your window, your first instinct is to move out of the way, even though you're not going to get hit. It's the same concept. Also, it pushes you off a cliff, which is great because you're going to understand the feelings you get when you're in the virtual world are almost exactly like the feelings you get in the real world, which is what, virtual reality is all about. So that being said, I show every person that ever has tried this on the same video, and everybody gets the same reactions. Some people are a little more prone to not doing it intentionally, like trying to, there's a part where it tries to squish you, and it makes you think like you're getting squished. And I'm personally really claustrophobic, so that made me really nervous. Even though I knew it was in a virtual world, it still feels like it's not. And later on, I'm going to be posting a lot more videos of me using it personally. I'm going to be coming up with a video probably sometime this week that is going to be testing out a game called VR Crazy Karts, I think is what it's called. And it's basically like Mario Kart for VR, but it's going to be fun. Make sure to check that out. I'm going to probably put a link right here once the video's up. And yeah, so we're also going to talk about virtual reality and in the future. So right now, virtual reality, like I said, is still in its early stages. It hasn't been released to consumers. It will be soon, but the DK2 itself is not for a consumer. And I always stress this because a lot of people are like, hey, that's really cool. I'm going to go buy one. And I'm like, I really don't recommend that right now. I love virtual reality. I love Oculus Rift, but I don't recommend anybody purchasing one now, specifically because the fact that it is still in its early stages. Once the consumer version comes out, it's also going to be cheaper. So this device right here cost roughly $350 directly from Oculus Rift. So $350, that's a great investment. That's cheaper than, most consoles nowadays. And it's basically a whole new device. Do you need a pretty decent computer to run games on it? Yeah. I did try running some games on my laptop. It works all right, but it's not something I would recommend doing every day. So if you do have a desktop, if you have a decent graphics card, it'll work. You don't need anything crazy. You don't need the newest 970 from, NVIDIA. You don't need anything crazy. You just need something that works and that can get you by. But to do, obviously, the higher the resolution, the higher quality of the graphics, the more you feel submerged. So yeah, having a nicer unit is going to be helpful, but it's not 100% necessary. So the future of Oculus and the future of virtual reality is great because there's going to be so many applications it can be done in. So things like roller coasters and traveling and real estate and sports. There's going to be so many things that allow you to just throw one of these guys on and be practically anywhere in the world. And that's why I'm excited for virtual reality in the future. And that's why I think that Oculus Rift in general is a great company and is going to have to produce better, they're going to produce better consumer version of the current DK2. So the DK2, the way it goes on physically is there's going to be a strap in the back. It's kind of like if you think of almost like the headlight flashlights that people wear, for like miners and stuff like that. It's kind of a weird thing, but it looks retarded. My hair probably looks really stupid right now, but this is what it looks like on your face. So like I said before, you're going to be able to look down, up, left, right. You could do a 360. I'm not going to do that because then you can't hear me. But you can completely spin around in circles. And the way the cord comes down on your back allows you to do one full 360, but I wouldn't recommend doing more than one in a row because the way that, the cord is long, but it's going to be running down your back. It's going to get tangled up. I don't think wireless is going to happen anytime in the near future, so keep that in mind. If you're someone that likes to sit super far away from your computer, a lot of the games that are out right now for the DK2 or for Oculus in general are going to be controller-based games. So if you do like to sit back, you probably can't hear me, but if you do like to sit back in your chair and relax, just remember that this cord is long, but it is not, 20 feet or anything like that. It's going to be long enough to get from your computer or your desktop to your face and allow you to do maybe one spin around, and that's about it. When you buy the Oculus Rift DK2, the actual box just comes with basically the device itself, all the cords you need. At the bottom of this guy, I can't really, hold on. There's a little piece that attaches before it splits off into USB and HDMI. And what that has on it, it allows you to plug in the power. So this can run directly off USB powering, so that is why the USB part is attached to it. So if you don't have an extra outlet around, that is possible. But also, if you do plug it into an outlet, you do get the ability to transfer things directly to and from the device itself. So I'm assuming that in the future there's going to be a way to upload games directly to here so that you don't have to, or at least some sort of information directly to the headset itself. Let's just maybe say settings and things like that, so that when you take it somewhere else, you don't have to reset the entire thing. That's going to be only allowed through having the power plugged into the AC adapter part of it itself. But when you open the box, it's going to come with this guy. It's also going to have the sensor that's going to be going on top of your computer, like right here, on top of your monitor. That's going to sense your physical, leaning. And also, it's going to come with just any extra cords you're going to need. What's really cool about the Oculus, so if you're foreign and you're watching this video, it comes with about 6 different international AC adapting plugs, which, like I said, isn't 100% necessary, but it is nice to have. So if you do not live in the United States, there is adapters that come directly with it, and I'm sure you can learn all about that on the website. But it also comes with something that I thought was interesting, and that's an extra set of lenses. And by extra set, I don't mean a second set of them. I do mean a different set. So what it comes with is a set that is mainly for people that are nearsighted. So people that can only see close to them and can't see far away from them. There's a set in there that comes with the DK that allows you to switch it out. So these are just unscrewable. They just twist left and right. So it allows you to switch it out, and being nearsighted, you're still allowed to use the device, because it is interesting when you put it on. You do see, you can see distance. You feel, like you're actually looking at it at a long distance, just like you would be if you walked outside right now. So those are included in the device, which is great. But basically, that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to kind of get all the facts out there for you guys, because a lot of people are still kind of unsure of what the DK2 is, why they should maybe think about purchasing it or not. Like I said, if you're not a developer, I don't recommend purchasing this. There is some YouTubers out there that did buy it, and that's because it's a little different situation. They can still do test videos and things like that for you guys. But personally, me, I bought it to develop a game for it, to be a part of the development team for the DK2 and all virtual reality in general. There's plenty of virtual reality that's coming out in the future. Obviously, Samsung has the Samsung VR, which came out from Oculus. I believe Razer's working on one, and then obviously Project Morpheus, which is probably the second most popular one, which is developed by Sony. But the DK2 itself and Oculus Rift, I do recommend Oculus Rift. When the consumer version is released, hopefully this year, I would recommend getting one. It's awesome. It's a great feeling. Just me telling you about it is not going to be even close to enough to sell you on it, because once you try it on, you will be hooked. Every single person I put this on is hooked and wants to buy a consumer version the day it comes out. And I hope that this video is helpful to everybody and allows you to give virtual reality another thought. And if you have any questions, please just comment below. I'm always on the channel, always answering questions if they're needed. Also, give me a like and give the Neighbor Gamers some love. Subscribe if you can. If you have already, then awesome, you rock. And thank you guys. Hope you have a good one.